I'll never lose confidence in Marv. Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to get him more touches. That's not a secret.
It was an underwhelming debut for Arizona Cardinals' 4th overall pick, Marvin Harrison Jr., just catching 1 ball on 3 targets for 4 yards in the Cardinals' season-opening loss against the Buffalo Bills. But confidence is not waning in the son of an NFL Pro Football Hall of Famer, Marvin Harrison Sr. We hear from Marv's quarterback, his play caller, his head coach, and even his teammate in the wide receiver room, Michael Wilson. The team, they remain confident about number 18.
Nothing changes. You know, we got the utmost confidence in what we're capable of. I don't know if you went back and watched the game. You know, I think they were doing a good job of making sure that he wasn't going to be singled up or not be singled up majority of the game. But nothing. I'll never lose confidence in Marv. His first game. We got to continue to get better, and we will.
Marvin will be fine. He'll get back at it and go to work. But no one's going to put more expectation and pressure or him want to do well than himself. You know what I mean? So he'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I thought it was a good start. Certainly had some opportunities to get involved. Other times, as we said, they were taking him away. But it's his first game. I think he got some things out of the way, and certainly there were some nerves there. Plus, obviously just a new opponent and a new coverage. So was pleased with that. Certainly want him to have more production, and a lot of that's going to come from me and not him.
That's the ebbs and flows of football. Like obviously, the dream would be for Marvin to come out and have 10 catches, 120 yards. Like I would see that. I'm sure the fan base would love to.
I have that dream every night about both of you.
And I do truly believe deep down in my heart that is going to come at some point, whether that's next week, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. Eventually, things are going to open up, but obviously it takes time. Like Marvin's 22 years old, and he hasn't had a lot of time to play with Kyler. And I think when we do get in situations where a team is more willing to play man coverage and Marvin's able to see the ball more, like he's going to make plays on the ball. You don't win the Blitnikoff and get drafted 4th overall without having elite traits, elite ball skills, and all those things. There's no denying the talent. It's just going to take time. Like it's just like I keep saying, if you look at every receiver, every number 1 receiver, if you look at their game log of stats, they're bound to have 1 or 2 games a year where they just don't get the ball, whether that's their fault, quarterback's fault, the game's fault. Just sometimes that's the way it goes as a receiver. Is a lot has to happen for you to get the ball. So I'm not overreacting at all because Marvin and myself have the talent to be the receivers that I think I can be. He thinks he can be, and obviously the fan base thinks he can be.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to get him more touches. That's not a secret. But I don't want to go forcing things for sure.
Even Marv himself not happy with his debut.
It wasn't great. Definitely wasn't what I expected, what I wanted to happen, what the team wanted to happen. Obviously, he wanted to come out with a victory, and we didn't do that.
But MHJ doesn't feel like him and quarterback Kyler Murray are that far off.
Hopefully sooner or later, I think. And we'll continue to see. We'll see. I don't think we're in a bad place right now at all. Obviously, I don't really think that. But just the live reps will continue to grow and show.
So what does Week 2 have in store? Can the Cardinals duo of Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. get on track? We had our NFL analyst from ESPN, Mina Kimes, break it down.
Yeah, a lot of that is, I have to think matchup specific, looking at this Buffalo defense that has some deficiencies up the spine and kind of thinking, okay, we're going to run the ball on them, we're going to pass it over the middle field, as you said. We're going to take advantage of our matchup advantages in that way. And the way the Bills played them in the game, too, just trying to put, an umbrella on everything and force Kyler to check it down at times. I thought maybe the Cardinals almost let the defense dictate to them a little bit too much as this game went on with Drew Petzing. You never want to force your number 1 wide receiver just to do it, but I do think they probably should have made a better effort to do so in the second half. And I suspect next week you're going to see that a lot because you're going up against a team that doesn't really have very strong cornerbacks. The perimeter is where I would tack, and I think Marvin Harrison Jr. will be more involved as a result.
What's your prediction? What kind of stat line does Marvin Harrison Jr. put up in Week 2 against the Los Angeles Rams? Drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe to PHNX Sports on YouTube.
all silly like the mayor.